Good morning. Welcome back to another vlog. Happy Tuesday. It's the first day of the week at the salon. Last week, by the end of the week, I was just starting to feel a little drained. You know, my energy, my everything was just feeling drained and I was feeling kind of off. But I had a really nice relaxing weekend, had a lot of time to recharge, and I'm feeling excited to get back to work and do some beautiful hair this week. And I have a lot of new clients on my schedule, which I'm really excited about. And if you're new here, earlier this month, I opened a salon suite. August 1st was my first day. So as of today, these vlogs are like a little bit delayed, but the week that I'm filming this is the last week of August. So this is like the final week in my first month as a business owner, and things have been going really well. You know, I was scared to go off on my own. I wanted to do this for a really long time, but I kept putting it off because I was like, well, I don't know if I'm gonna have enough clients. The salon that I was working at before, I was like very part-time. For the longest time, I was only taking clients 1 day a week. And then eventually I increased it to 2 days, but that's like barely anything, you know? And to go off on my own and be open 4 days a week, literally doubling my availability, I was a little nervous because I was like, how is that gonna work out? Like, am I gonna be able to swing it and to stay booked and busy and make enough money that I can not only pay the overhead fees like the rent and product and all of that, but also then have extra left over so that I can pay my own personal bills. It's like crazy. It's blowing my mind that I'm like doing the damn thing, and I'm working really hard to do my best work possible on each client and make that connection and make sure that they like their experience enough that they want to keep coming back and that they will refer other people. I've been getting a lot of word of mouth referrals, and I have been busting my ass on Instagram, posting pretty much every single day and just trying to stay consistent because it's Instagram and it's word of mouth. That is purely how I've been getting my clientele. Especially in the beginning, it was all Instagram. Like, every new person that walked through the door found me on Instagram. So that's kind of the recipe. If you are a new stylist or you're starting over in a new location, going off on your own for the first time, and you're trying to grow or rebuild a clientele, you have to have a good social media presence. You have to be posting good content and like tagging your location, using local hashtags, putting out content that's going to make you stand out, getting personal with your content. And then once you get people in the door, your job is to keep them coming back and get them to refer friends and family to you. And then that's how the snowball starts to build. And that's what I've been doing. And if you're struggling with your social media and you don't really know what stuff to be posting, I do have an Instagram course that goes over everything in a lot of detail. What kind of stuff you should have in your bio, what kind of profile photo you should have, what type of name you should have, what posts you should be posting, how to get good content, how to write your captions, what you should be tagging, like literally all of it. I also have some videos here on my channel, so if you just look at my videos and just search Instagram, I have like some older videos with information that's still very relevant. I always want to help out my fellow beauty professionals. I am due for another lash lift and tint. I've been doing them myself at home. I think my next video, I'm gonna do like beauty maintenance, self-care routine kind of thing, because I want to tone my hair and do my lashes, and I want to laminate and tint my brows. All right, I need to figure out what I am doing with my hair, but today is going to be a long, busy day. I have 3 clients that are all getting color, maybe trims as well. I can't remember, I have to double check. The first one is a returning client, but then the other 2 are new. And my first client comes in at 10, and I think I probably will be finished around 8 o'clock-ish. I'm using my Bed Head Away We Go beach waver. It's been a few days since I washed my hair, and I don't even know what is happening with it right now. I feel like it's easier to just kind of like enhance the texture rather than trying to like smooth it out. That's gonna be the look for today. Just pulled it half up, the little claw clip. Let me show you my outfit. I love to mix the Ambery Saffron from Dossier with Victoria's Secret Tease Cream Cloud. Smells so good. Okay, here is my outfit today. The days that I know I'm gonna be working a longer shift, I have to wear breathable stuff. So this is gonna be perfect. This dress I've had for a few years. It's from H&M. And then I decided, just to make it like a little more interesting, I unbuttoned it a little bit. And then I have this lacy bra from Target underneath. So it just adds like a little pop of something. And then these sandals are from Cider. They're so comfortable. And then I layered these necklaces. I had this nameplate necklace that my mom got me when I was like in middle school or something. And I forgot, honestly, that I had this. I found it this weekend and I was like, oh, I should start wearing that again. And then this snake chain is from Ana Luisa. I need to stop at Salon Centric. I placed a color order yesterday. Let's go get this day started. It feels good to get here early. I have extra time to just set everything up and get the vibes right. Let me show you the stuff I got at Salon Centric. It wasn't that much, but I mostly just needed more glosses. So I got 9M, which I've never used this shade before. So I'm excited to try that because I have a bunch of blondes this week, and one in particular that's coming today was saying that she wanted something like a little bit more neutral, kind of on like the cooler, sandier side. I feel like this could be perfect, so I want to use that today. And then I got 9P, 9V as well for my girls that like to be icier, or if I need to like really neutralize some yellow. And my first client today, she's one of the girls that likes more of an icier kind of tone. And then I got 4M for my own hair. I'll probably end up doing that later this week or next week or something. Like I said, that'll be a separate video. And then 8GG, nice and warm for my last client today. Oh, and then I also just got one box of permanent color 4N for my client that is coming later this week. This is my color drawer, and honestly this organization has been working fine for me. So I just lift the flap up so that way when I'm like looking through it, everything is like facing up and it's easy to find. So I put my permanent colors over here, and then my glosses are all in here, and I love that they've been labeling them now on the cap, so it makes it really easy. So I just need to put these clean tools away. And then I have my small barbicide jar up there. That's perfect for fitting combs and clips and like smaller things, but then like my big round brushes obviously don't fit in there. So I have this plastic container labeled dirty tools, and at the beginning of the week I just fill this up with barbicide, and then that way it makes it super easy to clean my round brushes. Hey, give me 1 second, I'm just setting up still. If you use the bathroom or anything, it's right there. I actually got here a couple minutes early, so she's outside. I was like, oh, do you mind waiting 1 second for me? I'm getting my hot towels set up. These go in the towel warmer. off. Alrighty, it is 8:30. I just finished my last client and I completely didn't even think to get any after pictures of her hair, but we didn't do anything super crazy. She just moved to the area and just needed a new hairstylist, and she really loved how her hair was already. She just needed it refreshed, so we just done a partial, just like a blended goldeny blonde, super pretty, and we did a trim, and she was just so cool. And it like blows my mind still how people find me, like there's something about my online presence that they just feel like we will click and connect, and we do. And it's like the fact that these people like just come into my life and I get them as clients, and I'm just so grateful to be doing what I do, but especially like during the time that I'm doing it, because back in the day you just kind of had to like rely on strictly word of mouth, or I don't know, advertising in the newspaper, or taking walk-ins, and you didn't have as much control over the clientele you were getting. And it's just really great that I keep getting these women that I can relate to and just hang out with and have these great conversations with, and we just vibe like so easily. It's really cool. I am so grateful, and I just love this job. Like I really, really do. It's just the perfect thing. Like I get to hang out with cool people and meet cool people all the time, and get to be creative and do art and make content out of it. It's just like dream job, truly. And oh my god, my second client, I was trying to get videos and pictures, and honestly it just wasn't even doing it justice. Like I wish that you could have been here in person to see her hair. I think I need to add that to like the wall of fame of like top 10 best hair I've ever done in my entire career. Like it was so flawless, no root tapping at all whatsoever, just a straight gloss, and it just blended flawlessly on every inch of her head. Like there wasn't a single spot on her head where I was like, ooh, that could have like been a little bit blended better or anything. Like it was literally flawless, and it looked so good no matter which way she flipped it around, and she loved it and was so happy. And it was like just the best feeling. Oh my god, like when you just know that you nailed something, especially when it's with a client that previously had bad experiences or just like wasn't loving their hair. Honestly, I'm gonna just do like a really quick clean. I'm not even gonna worry about my color bowls or anything because it's late. I'm tired. I'm coming in the morning tomorrow just to do a haircut, and that's all that I have for the whole day. So I'll just worry about like the color bowls and all of that stuff after my client tomorrow, and I'll probably stay here after that and deep clean. But yeah, it was a really, really good day. I got a PR package from Good Molecules. So exciting. I have never tried anything from them before. Oh, and their products are super affordable. I didn't even realize this. Their best sellers start at $5 and they're available at Ulta. Everything here ranges from $5 to $14 is the most expensive thing. That is amazing. Especially skincare products can be so expensive. Thank you so much, Good Molecules. So I am excited to try these. They sent me the Discoloration Correcting Serum. It says it improves the appearance of hyperpigmentation and dark spots. And then I got the Lightweight Daily Moisturizer that has shea butter, avocado seed oil, and hyaluronic acid to hydrate, smooth, and nourish the skin. Oh, that'll be really nice. I've been needing like a good daytime moisturizer that's just like nice and lightweight that I can mix with my sunscreen. So I think this will be perfect. And then I got the overnight exfoliating treatment with AHA and BHA to resurface and renew skin. And lastly, I got the niacinamide brightening toner to help brighten and improve the appearance of enlarged pores. Very excited about that. Good morning. I just wanted to report. I just applied the Light Daily Moisturizer, and I wasn't planning on vlogging today because I'm just going in to do one haircut. But I put this on and I was like, oh my God, it's not very often. Like, I'll try products, you know, obviously that I like, but oh my God, this stuff, immediately when I put it in my hands, I was like, this feels luxurious, and it just feels so good on my face. It feels so like plump and hydrated and soft and smooth. So I immediately was like, I need to look up how much this is. Like, I am definitely going to be, like, this is going to be my daily moisturizer from now on, moving forward. It's only $12. Oh, and this is just the 30 milliliter size. The one at Ulta and Target is 3 times this size. So this little 30 milliliter one is only $6. That is crazy. Anyway, I gotta finish getting ready really quick though. And like I said, I am probably just not gonna vlog the rest of the day, but I will see you tomorrow. Good morning. It is Thursday and I am really excited and in a good mood today because we're in like the last half of the week, the last stretch, and my parents are coming into town this weekend. And today should be a good day, like just like a fun, not too complicated and stressful day. I have 2 clients coming in. The first one is actually someone that I used to work with at my last salon. She isn't there anymore. She left a while ago, but I'm excited to just see her and get to hang out with her. And I also have never done her hair before, so that should be fun. And by the way, I'm using that moisturizer again. And then I have a new client that was actually referred to me by one of my regulars, and I think she's just getting kind of like a refresh, so it should be like a nice smooth day, like 12 to 7. And then tomorrow I'm getting my nails done finally because they are so bad. The staining has kind of like faded a little bit since last week, but if you saw my last vlog, I had a color correction and it was like things just weren't taking correctly, and then I was running behind and I was just kind of like panicked, like just throwing stuff on her hair, just seeing what would take, and I didn't wear gloves in the chaos of it all, and we were doing a dark color, so my fingers got so stained and they looked so nasty. And then I also broke a nail. Okay, I'm kind of having a change of heart about the shoe situation. This is the outfit that I'm wearing. The skirt is from H&M, top is from Zara, and I was gonna wear my cowboy boots from Target with it. And I feel like if the skirt was a little bit shorter, it would look really cool, but the skirt is so long that you barely see the boots underneath. So I think I'm gonna wear my high top Converse instead. Okay, here's the full outfit. Yeah, I like how that looks better because it's like you can barely see my shoes with this outfit anyway. And these are a little bit more like comfortable and breathable. Okay, I'll see you at the salon. I swear when I pull in here, I'm like, oh, nice. I have extra time. I have like almost 20 minutes to set up before my client gets here, and then next thing I know I look at the time and I'm like, oh nope, their appointment's in less than 5 minutes. What is going on? Okay, I am gonna set up these hot towels, which I know you guys were asking me about these, like when do I do it and what have I been doing. So I have a hot towel warmer from Amazon. Wet these, squeeze out the excess water, and then I put them in the towel warmer, and I just do like a hot steamy towel at the shampoo bowl, and I do it for every service because why not? It's not like it costs anything extra. So even if someone's just getting a standalone cut or a blowout or something simple, I still do this. And I just do it when I put the conditioner on their hair. So I give them like a nice head massage, and then I put the hot towel and I kind of like massage that on their head, and you know, it's just like a minute or two, and everyone has been finding it super relaxing. But she's here, so I'll try to get as many clips as I can. Okay, so tell me about your hair.
Okay, so it's very porous. You know that. I still have like really textured hair, so I feel like every time I try to go darker, it lifts back to this. So I don't know if it needs to be filled or I have no idea, honestly. Like, every time I get it done, I love it, and then I feel like a month later, it's, like, already kind of come through. I know my root isn't, like, super, super dark, but I don't really love it to be much darker than it is. I feel like anytime I've done that, it just doesn't look right on me. But I do like to be pretty dark. I feel like level 7, 6, 7, maybe. And I would be like fine with like level 5 on my roots probably, but totally up to what you think, obviously, considering I just told you how porous my hair is. But I just feel like it's super grown out. I haven't had it done in like foil work. I haven't had anything done in probably over like 6 months. I feel like maybe like 4 or 5, but it's been a while. I'm not crazy about a money piece.
Gotcha.
Like I feel like, and I can show you some pictures too.
Yes. Perfect.
I'm kind of torn between, I screenshotted 2 that I really liked, and they're kind of different.
Both of those look like they're a little bit brighter, like, so under here.
Yeah.
And where it falls forward is a little bit brighter, but then the top layer where it lays over everything is darker.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of root.
Right.
But everything is like very blended, seamless.
Yeah.
No, yeah, like neither of those have like a money piece.
Right.
So
very like blended throughout.
Yes, exactly. So not really bringing this up too much higher than where it's at now.
Right.
And then just kind of like blending this out. Do you want to add like depth on the ends? Do you feel like your ends are a little bit too solid right now?
I definitely feel like my underneath is solid brown, and like around my face, like all my layers here feel so bright. Like, see how that just feels flat?
Yeah.
Which I do like it to be darker underneath,
Mm-hmm.
but I almost feel like this has no dimension, and then this is like way, I don't know.
Yeah,
You know
it's
what I
like
mean?
the top is all like really light and more solid light, and then under here is like more solid dark. So there's just
Right.
like that disconnect.
So yeah, I would almost feel like we maybe should do, if you have time, but if you wanted to throw a couple under here,
Yeah?
and then maybe break this up a little with some low lights.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
That's what I'm thinking too. Do you want the ends though? Because like this here is a little bit warmer
yeah.
and
So
slightly lighter than your root. Do you like that, or do you want all of your depth on the ends to match your root?
I would like it to match my root.
Yeah.
You know how I went copper? Not really coppery, but I mean, I had like a reddish toner on, literally like last Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
And I have been fighting to get the warmth out of my hair.
Me too.
I'm like,
oh my god, I
bad.
know.
So I'm okay if you need to go darker to just get rid of the warmth
Just
with the
cover
low
that.
lights. I'm fine with that. Like, I just feel like every time I put a cool tone, because I like the cooler tones on me, like cool neutral.
Mm-hmm.
And it never looks right because the low lights are so warm.
Yeah.
And so it always just looks weird. I don't
Yeah.
know how to get rid of it. So
Yeah. So I'm kind of thinking, let's like soften this up, kind of bring it up a little bit, blend it,
yeah.
add a little bit more brightness and dimension to break up underneath here, and then everything that we leave out, I'll just do like a low light color that'll sort of match your root. Yeah, and you can see like as soon as you just lift like that top layer and move that forward, all of this here, you can see like the old color on the ends, but it's pretty dark.
Yeah.
So as you heard during the consultation, the goal was to make her hair overall more cool toned. We also wanted to brighten up that back layer where it was just completely dark in order to connect the front to the back a little bit more. So I started by mixing up my lightener. I did equal parts of 10 volume with 20 volume, so it would give me a 15 volume. Nice and low. I mean, she's not trying to be blonde, so we didn't need to lift her hair super light anyway. Since the back was so dark, I did start in the back so that way those foils would have more time to process. And I made sure to go around that back hairline so that when she wears her hair up in a ponytail, it won't be just dark and disconnected from the front along the hairline. And I am teasing all of my foils so that way everything will be really soft and blended. I will say I've been getting a lot of new brunette clients coming to me that like a dimensional color, but their previous stylist was just not really doing it the right way. And they would tell me, yeah, you know, the other stylist was a blonde specialist and they do really beautiful blondes, but I'm not really loving my color. It's feeling kind of brassy or just a little too solid. What I have learned is think about the ratio of highlights you're doing versus the hair that you're leaving out. With blondes, obviously the goal is to make them super light. So you typically are going to do like 50% or more highlights versus what you're leaving out. But with brunettes, you want it to be less than 50%. You need to leave more of that natural depth in order for them to still feel like a brunette. And in order for that dimension to not start feeling like too solid and brassy. So you can see I didn't do too many foils on her hair, and then everything I left out, I painted a low light over that would match her natural root color. And then this was her final hair. It was so beautiful. So happy with the final result of it. And then this was my second client of the day. She is a low maintenance blonde. You can see her natural color is pretty light, but it was just really grown out. So I did a full head of baby lights and then just toned her to like a nice bright neutral blonde. And I totally forgot to get an after clip, unfortunately, but it was really beautiful. I'm really sad that, like, without the lights on, look how dark it is already. It's only 7:30. We're entering that time of year already. And I'm kind of sad because I got some, like, splotches. I splashed a little bit of color on myself. Oh, and there's that. God. And it's all in spots too, where like even if I was wearing an apron, it wouldn't have made a difference. But hopefully it is just semi-permanent color, so hopefully it should come out. I'm gonna make sure to spray it with stain remover as soon as I get home and soak it. And I realized that I didn't get an after clip of my last client's hair, and I'm really upset about it because it was so beautiful. But yeah, it was a really good day. I feel like a hot freaking mess though. I am looking forward to just going home and changing into some comfy clothes and relaxing. But I am actually going to end this vlog here because then, like I said, tomorrow I want to just do a separate video when I do my hair and everything. So stay tuned for that. If you aren't already following me on Instagram, make sure you go follow me there so you can keep up with me in between YouTube videos. I will see you really soon in my next video. Bye.